And I'm gonna focus on this video on something maybe a lot of people don't want to hear about this, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. I wanted to see who was up. Good morning to everybody who's up. My night walkers, how are you? Don't mind my face, I got medicine on it because I broke out a little bit earlier. Hi guys. So here's what I'm going to talk about in this video, and I'm not going to make it too long, but hi Porcelain, hi everybody. King, what's up? Jana, what up? I knew you guys would be up, man. We're always up together. Let me tell you something. So last night I did the channeling and the mediumship, and of course that shit was off the charts, like off the chain. It was, forget about it, right? It was fucking crazy. So then I do that channeling, I do the mediumship, and then I wake up today and I got, like, I'm not kidding you, like 3 messages about go to Jesus and find Jesus and you have a demon in you and all this shit, right? Now, as a person who is very connected to God and the angels and love and light, when I hear stuff like that, it makes me question things. Of course, I'm going to question it and be like, well, am I doing something wrong? But then I'm like, why is it every time I do something real powerful, I started thinking about this, because first of all, people were saying that they saw the apparition of the Virgin Mary behind me on the live last night, and I saw it, and it looked like a UFO, and then it looked like a robed woman or a robed person coming down from it. And so you just got off work, wow. So why is it that every time I do something mad powerful, people come at me and attack me? Oh, I know why. Now, for everybody out there who keeps saying this shit, you need to go to Jesus, you need to do this, you need to do that, let me explain something to you. I'm not explaining myself to anybody for a particular reason. This is to enlighten you. Jesus came on earth, right? Came on earth. Saw a bunch of people following and doing things, like being like robots kind of, and he seeked enlightenment. You know, he was practicing, he was a yogi practicing Buddhist temple examples, and he practiced all of these enlightening things and becoming enlightened, and he went through like schooling and spiritual enlightenment. And then he came down from the mountains, you could say, because his life is not recorded up until he's older, right? Everybody knows that Jesus' life was not recorded. They have no recollection of his life until he was a certain age, and then he came back. What do you think he was doing the whole time? He was practicing somewhere in some temple where he was learning processes of enlightenment and stuff like this. Comes down and starts teaching everybody, hey guys, someone tried to fight me on Astro. I fought back and yelled Gerbovi number and protection. They started moving in slow motion. They couldn't hurt me. The spirit snatched me out. And I'll tell you that about the Astral too. So Jesus came down and he enlightened all of these people. And he told them, you know, the kingdom of heaven is within you. You're able to manifest what you want. You can change your world. You can change your life. You can become a better person. You can become an enlightened being. You don't have to do what these people are telling you to do. And he got killed for it, right? Because he spread a message that people weren't ready for. And so when I do mediumship and I do things like that, and I'm able to pick up dates and names and times, and people are like, there's got to be, she's probably getting this information from a demonic entity. Let me just tell you something. If I was in any way dealing with demonic stuff, when I would do channeling and mediumship, I wouldn't try to heal people and help them to let go of things. I'd be just like, oh, this is happening, that's happening. That's not the point. The point of this is, when we have people that come to enlighten people, they're always going to be called heretics, right? Persecuted for it. This is not my first lifetime, honey. My palm, your palm, shows you yourself, who you've been and what you've been through in past lifetimes. And you know, through the trauma that you feel when you try to pursue the same type of study or the same type of thing. You tried to come back into the lifetime, and in this lifetime I was brought back because it's more lenient and I can like preach the word or whatever the fuck you want to call it, or use my enlightening skills to help enlighten people, okay? it would be hella rich if you were in the dark side. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been through the darkness and I've like really had to step out of it. But I also thank the darkness because it taught me a lot about myself and who I am. And I recognize that that's not for me. And I tried it and it just didn't work for me. It's just like the darkness and me just, I don't hate nobody, but that's not for me. You see what I'm saying? So I've stepped fully into the light. And then when you step fully into the light, people can't accept it. And so now they start calling you a demon, a heretic, a witch. That's what they called Jesus. Like, you're literally telling me to go to Jesus when Jesus is he came to me in my dreams several times. I've had dreams of Jesus showing me things, revelations, like when before COVID hit and all that, he came in my dream and showed me the towers, and he did this whole thing where he showed me people are gonna, my ear is starting to burn. It's starting to get hot. He told me all of these messages, and Archangel Michael several times has come in my dream to protect me. I had like literally, I shit you not, they were like big dragons, and they were coming after me, and I was in a glass house, and I was like, oh shit. And then Archangel Michael came down. He was bronze, gold. Now, mind you, I had this vision of him where I would see him as like this bronze, gold, like hero type. And he came down and he grabbed the wings and he pulled them up, and he went back up, and he took this thing and said, no. I've had dreams of demons chasing people. Listen to me, chasing people in the streets. It was madness, chaos. They were killing people. One guy was with a machete freaking out, and I'm in the middle of the street in a closet that's in the middle of the street, which I must have went through that closet to visit that astral dimension. And I got there and I was like, oh shit, where the fuck am I? And around me, everybody's getting murdered and all that. And I'm in the closet, I'm hiding with coats because I'm like, where the fuck am I? And this demonic guy stops and he looks at me, he goes, don't worry, we're not after you. You just have to see. Like, he was like, look, I want you just have to look. We're not here to hurt you. Another time I had a dream like that, where all these demons were going after all these people, and the guy stopped, almost the same looking dude, but a different person, and he stopped and he said to me, exact words verbatim, Jesus said, not you. And he kept going after everybody else. So they just wanted me to see this stuff. I was brought there to look, to see what's going on, but I was protected by people like, or beings like Jesus, Mary, Archangel Michael. And every single time I have done something powerful, the next day people come and attack me talking about you're a demon, you need to seek Jesus. Baby, Jesus and me work together. Like, Jesus gives me information to give to people. Maybe you don't believe it, and maybe, listen, here's what I'm going to say. I have questioned myself many a times. That's the test that I was put through, where I was like, am I actually getting information from the higher realms, the celestial beings? And many times they have proven to me, stop questioning yourself. Just keep working, keep doing what you're doing. Everything that I went through, all the darkness, all of the dreams, all the astral dimensions that I have constantly visited. This is not a fucking game. Y'all motherfuckers think this shit is a game. When I sit here and tell you, I would never in life, because I'm such a, like, I don't want people to judge me type of person. That's how I was. I don't want to come out here and be like, hey guys, guess what? Jesus is talking to me. Mary is guiding me. Archangel Michael protected me last night in my dreams. I can't even fathom like the energy in me to come here and lie to people, because if I wanted to lie to you, I would pretend that everything was always perfect, and I would come on here with my looking like I'm perfect and like I have no problems, and I express myself and expose who I am every day. I let you know everything about me. That's where you know the fakeness is not within me. And I'm not here to prove anybody in this video. I'm telling you, you guys keep talking about how Jesus is saying that we're demonic and we need to seek Jesus, when he was the first psychic, first channeler, first medium, first healer to come on this earth. And now you got him hanging on a cross in your houses, thinking that you're honoring Jesus, but you're actually honoring the people that killed Jesus, because you got him on a crucifix, on a cross. This is what I was picking up before when I was laying in bed meditating. Please, God, if I'm wrong, show me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Make it make sense. And I kept hearing this. They have me on a cross. on a crucifix, thinking they're honoring me, but really they're still honoring the people that killed me. Because you're looking at that cross every day. You're saying, this is how he died. So instead of honoring Jesus for who he was, you're looking at him on a motherfucking cross that they used to kill him with. So you're basically still honoring the people that killed him. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Jesus is not the first person to die because he came over here to enlighten people. Like, you literally eat Jesus's body in the church. That's a a sacrificial ceremony. Eating the body, drinking the blood. I ain't never once in my damn life, in this lifetime at least, sat around talking about I'm going to eat someone's body and drink someone's blood because that's going to honor them. When they're like, cover yourself in Jesus' blood to protect you. What? Wait, isn't that like human sacrifice type shit? Are we talking about human sacrifice here? Because for me, I'll just be like, Jesus, please tell me if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And guess every time I do something powerful the day before, the next day, I get psychic spiritual attacks. And it's funny because these people come at you talking about you need Jesus, and they calling me a demon. But why do I feel like they're the demons that are here to trick me? If you come from Jesus and you come from God, how can you in your mind think that telling someone that they're demonic, because a demon recognizes a demon, right? Just like real recognize real, fake recognize fake. If you're so enlightened and you're so connected to Jesus, like, do you think Jesus is gonna come at anybody and be like, you're demonic? No. Do you really think that Jesus, and it really, just think about that for a second. The dude came here to enlighten people, to tell them that you have the power within you. He was speaking a word that the church could not have him do. I'm getting a big pressure in my head right now. Jesus was speaking the word that the church couldn't have him speak. He was telling people they're powerful, that the kingdom of God was within them, that they're divine beings. And the church has covered this up, and they still covering it up. Anyone who comes out here to empower anybody is always shunned. Oh, they're crazy. They got problems. But then you got all these demons running around, false advertisement, and all these motherfuckers are like, yes, that's it. That's the word. Baby, you got to understand something. I am a truth seer, a truth seeker, and a truth speaker. And I will not let nobody stop me from believing that I am the truth. I am my way and I am my light. I might not be everybody's way, you're not everybody's way, you're not everybody's light, but you got to be your way and you got to be your light. And continuously from here all day today, when I felt those psychic attacks all day, when I tell you the psychic attacks that were sent on me today were so powerful that I slept for 7 hours straight. And I was like, I got up and I was like, all right, okay, Flo. Every single time you've done something that was powerful the night before, people watch it, and all of a sudden the demons come out to play, and they want to start talking in my ear, talking about, oh, you shouldn't, that's not you, you're not going to get that, you don't deserve that, and I have to really, really protect myself and stay away from everyone and everything, because I have to understand, okay? I have to understand that much of love against him. He don't speak of him the way others. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something, and you might get mad over this. I really don't care. I've heard numerous times Jesus or angels say to me, I never said I was Christian. Christian comes from the word Christ, right? Christ consciousness is where it lies, really. But Christianity comes from people saying, well, Jesus died for my sins. No, he didn't die for your sins. He died for your enlightenment. Okay? No, you think, wait, just for a second, I'm gonna, someone died for your sins? So what? Your sins are gone? Like you can do no wrong now because you see what I'm saying? Someone died for your sins. but you can do no wrong because your sins, because someone died for them. Sweetie, the exact people that you're worshiping are the ones who killed the person that you're saying that died for your sins, and you're following those people. So I just don't get it. And again, I'm not saying nothing's right and nothing's wrong. I'm not. But you just need to be aware, and you need to do like research and really look into it. Like, Jesus never said he was God. Ever, ever, ever. He said, I am the Son of Man. If I'm not mistaken, Jesus said, I am the Son of Man. The Son of Man. Okay? He said, my Father, did he even say ever once that I am God? No, never, 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 never. This is the mistake that you guys are mistaken. Never, never, never. He was trying to teach you all that you're powerful beings, that you are able to, when they say, what another thing I channeled? The poor shall inherit the earth. You know how I looked at that? The poor, even after they die, because they're in the poor mentality state, will inherit the earth. They'll remain here and they'll never ascend. Ooh. The poor shall inherit the earth, because the poor will remain in the poor mentality, and the poor mentality will not ascend, and therefore they will become residual spirits remaining here and stuck on earth instead of ascending their spirit up to the heavens where it belongs. Just like the little key words that I constantly hear. Spirit will tell me they're stuck. There's people that are stuck because they can't get out of the poor mentality. They can't get out of the miserable mentality. They're just stuck there. Number 33. Again, if you watched that video with us the other night, the number 33 always shows up when you're ready to work for God. And I have been seeing the number 33 since day one. I'm tired of playing small. I'm tired of playing small when I literally see things, hear things, and everybody can do this. I've been constantly telling everybody, you can do this. I have been constantly telling every single person, everything that I preach, or you want to call it preaching, everything that I say, everything that I do, welcome Jeffrey, everything that I do, everything that I say, it's never, oh, look at me, I'm God. I'm always saying you're powerful. You're a divine being. I put those fucking memes of saying that you can manifest this, you can manifest that. I don't give a fuck what concept of manifestation is out there. I'm not the law of attraction. I'm not these fucking bitches talking about, I am powerful, manifest. I'm not talking about that kind of manifesting. I'm talking about the kind of manifesting where I just tell you, bro, be positive. Do your job and let go. Do your job and let go. I'm not here to tell you like 1 + 1 = 2, because 1 + 1 never equals 2. 2 + 2 never equals 4. Like, this is the fucking lie that we're told, that everything is the way it is and the way it No, I've seen into other dimensions and nothing is the way it seems ever, baby. Never. Never. Just the other day when I had that dream and those women took me up to those spaceships, and they were showing me how humanity has attacked alien races. I've said this from the beginning. I said, if there's anybody out there who wants anything to do against us, we must have done something to them. Why would they just go after us for no reason? You see what I'm saying? And now I just watched a video with Joe Biden, and you know what he said in it? I have told Russia, and I told Putin, whatever the fuck his name is, Vladimir Putin, that if he decides to invade here, not Russia, not those little green men with suits on, they can't. Like, the dude is constantly, and this is it just aired. It's not like some shit that, like, this is what I try to tell you guys. When I tell you there's wars, there's things happening, I am not telling you this to scare you. I'm letting you know. Like, you should just mentally be prepared, because there will be a day when the sky gods will come back down. You're waiting for Jesus to come back? Yes, baby. Jesus is a part of the alien races, okay? All right? Jehovah's Witnesses believe what? That Jesus was an alien and that he's from another planet, and he's going to come here and he's going to come back, and all our planetary ancestors are going to come back too. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Jehovah. That's Jesus' name, actually, Jehovah. He's known as in the heavens, Jehovah. You see what I'm saying to you? I mean, when I had that dream when Jesus was on top of a tower and I was walking and I was barefoot and I was running and everybody was running fucking wild and he was on top of the tower and he looked at me and I looked up, I was like, Jesus? And he just went, like, showing me like, oh, Flo, these people are just going to trash everything. They're just going to trash my name. They're going to make... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He goes, like, because even right now, they got me all fucked up and twisted. You know, when we hear the Christ consciousness, Jesus was a yogi. I watched something with that. Jesus was a yogi. And I think about it for a second. And, you know, fasting 40 days, 40 nights. These are all Buddhist practices that Jesus brought out. Everything he really speaks about, if you take out all the man-put words and you listen to the few words that they kept of the real Jesus, because I told you 1,000 fucking times, and if you don't want to believe me, that's fine. I'm not here to turn you against your religion, babe. But, like, wake up a little bit, because if you really do you really don't think that these Bibles and all this stuff has not been changed? The word of God, prophets, and all this has been changed so many times, and you're being misguided on a daily basis. And I'm saying to you, I understand that a lot of everybody, all we think is we have our intentions are correct. But let me just explain something to you. We were created with multiple races and all these colors and different countries and all that for a reason. It was the only way humanity could evolve. Without that, we couldn't learn different lessons from different places, right? Cultures, races, even religions teach us different things about humanity, and we ascend and we listen. Here's the thing. A lot of religions will help people ascend. A lot of it will keep them in the pray to God and be the slave. Just think about it for one moment. That's the thing. The source of all creation does not want you to think that you are a slave and that you have to worship and fall on your knees and be obedient, or else you will be burned and you will go to the hellfire. And you know those things, remember when they say like everything you think comes to reality? So if they constantly tell you if you do something bad you're going to burn in hell, and now you die and your consciousness, which lives on forever, right, thinks that you're going to go to hell because that one time you stole something, that's where you're going to end up in hell in your mind, because your consciousness lives on, not your body. Your spirit is your consciousness. Your consciousness is your spirit. It's like the thoughts and the energy of the spirit and the mind. It is a one unit, right? It is connected to the, you know, the cosmic web, the cosmic spider web, which starts in the middle and it spreads out, which is why we are all connected, because without one part of the web, you cannot have the other. Without one string, you can't have the other. If one string falls off, the whole web breaks apart. And that's the thing. Buddhism is not a religion. So if anybody wants to know, Buddhism is not a religion. It is a way of living. It's just a way of life. And the three most important things is not to kill any living beings at all, not even bugs, nothing. Don't drink any intoxicants or any anything that makes you intoxicated in any type of form or any way. And the other one I believe is just I know there's 3 of them. 2 of them are those. I don't know what the other one is exactly, okay? So a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing trying to lead a blind herd to a sacrificial feast. And that's the thing. You know, when we see people, this is why when people are like, you know, why does it bother you so bad that people are wearing masks and being told if they want to vaccinate, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't. It's just, to me, another form of manipulation that you're falling for. What's next? What is next? If we allow them to mask our children and do all that, it's not even about that. You know what I'm talking about. If we allow them to mask our children and to put us on fucking mandates and control and all this stuff and manipulate us for that, what else are we gonna let them do? Do you see what's happening in Canada? Are you fucking aware of how bad it is in Australia and Canada? It is tyranny. You remember when the Nazis went into the Jews and was like, y'all motherfuckers follow us. We got something for your ass. Millions of Jews got killed. It was that easy. It was that easy for them. Pull up, get the fuck in the cars, and you're all going to come here, and some of you are going to work, a lot of you are going to die. People watching their family members walk into fucking gas chambers to die. Because that's how easy they allowed that to happen. People, you understand me? That if you don't stand up for what you believe in, if you don't stand up for anything, you'll stand for anything. People are depressed as fuck. And you know what's crazy? I be feeling it sometimes. Like, I'll sit in my room and I'm like, it's so strong, the sadness here's the thing, there's a lot of people that are happy and all that, but let me just tell you something. Really look around you. And don't see this as look around you and oh my God, now get sad. There are so many people that are they're so robotic right now. Let me just tell you, I watch humanity differently than everyone else does. And when I watch humanity, I go, this can't be it. Wait, pause. This cannot be it. Like, I know there's people like living their lives and exploring and having adventure, but what about the rest of these motherfuckers? I'm like, oh God, what do we do? There's people that they're just not happy. I'm like, what do I do? How can I fix this? Now, in the Taoism, it says, if you try to fix the world, you're telling the world that it's not good enough. No, that's not what I mean. I think the world is a beautiful place. It's great the way it is. Exactly. Hallucinogens. The world is a beautiful place. It's a great, wonderful place. But if you really, really look at family life and things and the way people are living, like it just, to me, they're so used to this, like, and I hate to say this like this because it's going to sound like, oh, like that's not good enough for you. No, it's good enough for me. But I'm just seeing people really sit out here just looking sad and depressed and having no life. Nobody's going over each other's houses no more. I don't know about you, but are your families going to each other's houses? Do y'all motherfuckers visit each other? I mean, just tell me. Am I the only one seeing this? I'm not just talking about my family, bitch. I'm talking about people that are still so scared of this fucking COVID shit that they're still not even fucking allowing their own children to see their family. Like, you think this shit is a game out here? I got a motherfucking nephew that I never met because of COVID. Because the mom is, and I'm not judging her, because she's too scared. Got people standing outside with masks on to look at my nephew. I haven't even gone. And I haven't shared that with nobody. And I didn't want to share it, but it bothers me. It hurts my feelings. But I got to look at pictures and go, oh, that's my nephew. Never met him, but that's my nephew. How cute. When meanwhile, I grew up with my cousins and all that close. We were best friends, like always at each other's houses. And they took the concept of family and destroyed it. And this is why the fuck we need people. And me, I tell myself this too. I know, Gino. It's tough. Not even my mom. They took the concept of family and destroyed it. They've been destroying family units since the beginning of time. But now it's to the point where family don't even fucking like talk anymore. I don't talk to none of my family members. I say hi and shit when I see. I'll leave a comment on Facebook. There's only a few people in my family that I'm like, well, hey, how you doing? And then we'll connect and stuff. But other than that, and it's like, it's sad, but at the same time, it's like, what are you gonna do? What am I gonna do? Run after everybody? Write them letters? Send them emails? What am I gonna do? COVID didn't ruin everything. You know, this has been something that humans wanted. I'm going to just say this, and I hate to say it this way, But a lot of humans are happy that COVID happened. A lot of people were already recluses and they just didn't want to be around people. And this just gave them a reason to be a fucking dick. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Some people like to be anxious and nervous and scared and stressed out. And then when they have a reason to, it gives them an excuse to be that way. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm just talking about the world, period. You got people that are happy with anxiety and they want to be in that. Yo, let me just tell you something. You ever let me talk real talk to you right now. You ever felt down and depressed and it felt good? I know that sounds sick and twisted, boy. But it's like you don't give a fuck. You just want to lay there. You don't want to see nobody. You don't want to talk to nobody. You just like it. You just want to be depressed. You ever been depressed and it felt good? You ever felt like that? Like you just wanted to lay in bed and it felt good? You liked it? I have. And let me tell you, and I understand it's an addiction. Stress is an addiction. Depression is an addiction. It's another form of an addiction. You just get stuck in that shit and you don't want to get out of it. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying it feels good to be depressed. You know what I mean. I mean, like, you've been depressed and you've been, like, just happy to be there. Like, you just didn't want to, just stood in bed, was happy to be there. I have. And that shit is, like, it's an addiction. That shit's a fucking addiction because you have a reason now. Oh, I don't want to talk to nobody. You know, like, you avoid people and you get into, like, in this loop of anger and sadness. And you just want to look at everything and be like, well, this sucks and that sucks. And then you start pulling in shit that happened when you were 7 years old. And my mom this and my cousin this and and it just becomes like an addiction. It's a roller coaster of shit. But you see what I'm saying? And then you snap out of it. Exactly. Like today, I wasn't depressed or sad. I kind of was in that energy like, am I doing something wrong here? Because like, you know, I'm working my ass off. I'm trying everything I can. Like maybe I'm doing something wrong. Am I manifesting wrong? And I'm like, then I forgot to look at all the blessings I have. And that's what happens whenever you get depressed. If you don't stop for 5 seconds and be like, I forgot how blessed I am. The little shit bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and being that I'm a Virgo, I think a lot and I analyze shit. And then I got to stop and go flow. Or I just tell you, I'm saying us, we got to stop. Yeah, living alone too, so I don't even say a word for days. I live with people and I don't say a word for days. Okay? My mom and my stepfather, not talkers. You see them and they're just zombies. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but I tell my mom all the time, you're a fucking zombie, yo. Get up. Like, where am I going to go? I'm like, she ain't the only one, bro. I got family members that I look at and I'm like, yo. No, Gina, it's not about things looking up or down. My life, I'm blessed. I just see things for what they are. That's what I'm saying to you. I see things for what they are. As much as I am positive and I love life and I love the world, but I also see things for what they are. I'm not a fucking fool, you know what I'm saying? And I see people for what they are. And I see situations for what they are. And I'm aware of it. And I'm grateful that I'm able to, like, you know. Look, man, I'll tell you, went to the store a few times, didn't wear my mask. One lady today, she rolled her eyes at me at Stop and Shop, she said. And I was like, what? She was like, can you stand back, please? I was like, sure, no problem. I was like, you have your mask on? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, you're safe. I looked at her with a calm voice and I was like, you're safe. Nothing's going to happen to you, I promise. God is watching over you. And she was like, yeah, honey, you're safe. If you haven't died by now, you'll be all right. Like I tell my mom, I tell my sister, I tell my cousins, I tell everybody, yo, bro, if you haven't died by now, I don't think you're going to die. Do you want to die? Because if you want to die, just kill yourself. Like, no, No, let me take that back. That's not how I meant that. But I'm saying, like, y'all motherfuckers, do you want to die? Do you want to die? Because, like, it's like you're just calling that to you. That fear, scared. I'm scared. I am so scared. This is scary. That's scary. What's scary? I talk to, like, dead people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've traveled to hell a few times. It's bad, but it's not scary. It's just sad. It's just like, ooh. That sucks that people are stuck like that. You know what I'm saying? And I see that things can be fearful and scary. I get it, because there's a major life decision that I needed to make, that I'm needing to make. I'm in that crossroads in my life where I have an opportunity that's being presented to me on a plate, on a platter, and then I have the choice. I'm at that point. I'm at the crossroads right now, the fork in the road, where it's like, stop, and you have one way to go or the other way to go. And I'm thinking both ways. This could be a great opportunity. I could, this one is me just, focusing on what I'm doing now and just staying grounded and just focusing and working, grinding my ass off. One road is easier. The other road is a little harder. But there's a catch, because that road that's easier has a lot of complications that comes along with it. And the road that's road that's harder is easier in another sense, if you know what I'm saying. Peaceful, harder road, or not so peaceful, easier road. You know how crazy that is to have a decision that crazy, where it's like, peace is waiting on one side, but peace can be on the other side if you just get through the bullshit first. And today I was like so bent up on the fucking, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I see my homie who was killed all the time still on earth, can hear him too. And and I gotta say, when you say you feel like you see your homie on earth here, and when I talk to spirit, and I'm, the only reason that you see me and I don't channel energies that are like stuck and they're miserable and they're mad, because when I do, it just brings me to a dark place myself. So I deal with spirit that is ready to, if they give a message, they're giving it from a higher realm. It's really not coming from them being here, standing here. It's like a connection to the mind, the universal mind, because we are connected to the universal mind. And the universal mind is connected to all that is, all that was, and all that ever will be. And so when you connect yourself to the universal mind, you are one with the universal mind, which means that you're connected to every soul that ever was, ever will be, and is right now. So that's why when I channel, I do mediumship, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't drain me anymore, because I've connected myself to the universal mind, and that universal mind is us, and we're all connected to it. And if you ever seen the movie with Jodie Foster, Contact. It's called Contact. At the end of the movie, she makes contact and she wants to see her dad, and then she ends up seeing her dad, and she thought she was going to see her dad in like some heavenly place, but he was like in the galaxy, and he was like, this is how it is, honey. Like you choose where to be, and this is where I chose to be, in this beautiful place with all these stars, and the galaxy was beautiful around him. And because he was a mind scientist, I love you too, yo. He was a mind scientist, and that's where his mind stood, in the connection of the galaxy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I say it all of the time, and I mean this when I say it. It's all thought processes. Like today, when I have those dark moments, and obviously we're here to learn from each other, right? Yeah, King. We're here to learn from each other, right? And what I learn, I share. Yeah, just like what you learn, you guys share, and I learn a lot from you guys all the time. One of the greatest things that I learned is that when I have my moments and I have my days when I'm not completely feeling myself, I have to stop and tell the universe that those weren't my thoughts. They were just feelings. I'm over it. Please don't pick up that vibration. I just, I had to clear this energy and disregard that. Let's restart the energy. And then I stop, and I have to like put myself in a positive place again and remember who the fuck I am. Because again, when you start remembering who you are, I'm going to tell you guys a trick right now. Anybody here who feels like they're experiencing a spiritual awakening, or you're going through something that's awakening, when you go through these awakenings, You can call them tests, like the tests, but it's not tests. They're more like they're like levels of ascension. So when you're starting off, the first thing that will happen, for instance, today, I spoke to one of my clients and he texts me, he says, Flo, help me. I just had a dream last night and a lady came and had sexual relations with me, and I'm gay and I don't like that. And then she came out of my mouth when I woke up. And I said, stop everything you're doing and understand something. To me, that's the biggest sign that you have awoken. When you first awaken, you see them, they see you. When you're aware of spirit, they're aware of you. Remember that for any time you're having an awakening, you see them, they see you, and now it becomes a test to like, oh, you want to be enlightened? You want to be awakened? You want to, know you're a divine being? I'm going to scare the shit out of you so you just don't do this at all. I will revert back to the first time I ever did a tarot reading live on YouTube, and I got smacked in my hand, and everyone's seen it, and my hand was red. There was no one there. And that day was a test for me. If I would have stopped that day after that happened, if I would have been like, oh my God, I just got smacked by something, I'm done. I'm never doing this again. Fuck this. I'm going to be a normal human being, get a job and just do what I need to do and fuck all this spiritual shit. It's too scary. I cannot do it. Exactly. If I would have gave up that time, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. You see what I'm saying to you? When I first started doing readings, it was all over the place. I was hearing this, that, negative stuff, this, that. And then slowly but surely, I started realizing, oh, okay, I have to not pay attention to this vibration and this energy. Yeah, it's a true statement. Ask anybody in here who's seen me do readings from the first time they see me do it. If I would have stopped right there and then, I would have gave them all the power. They'd have been like, we got her. She's scared. She's not doing it. You've been seeing shadows because once you awaken and you start seeing, I could sit here right now and what do I feel? I feel pressure in my head because somebody's like next to me giving me channeled messages and also messages coming from me. And then all around me, my nose will start itching because I'm sensitive to spirit. So my nose will itch when they're close by. And then I will see things. Just before I was upstairs and I saw like a shadow walking past the staircase. Instead of being like, I was just like, okay. Turn around, close the door, and went back to, listen, what do you think? You're the only one here? That'd be selfish. Like, we're not the only ones here, and we're not the only ones out there. Once you understand that concept, you won't be afraid anymore. Let me see what I'm saying? But also, when spirit knows that you're in the light and you're about love and you're about acceptance and compassion and forgiveness, it's the only spirit you'll attract around you because, you attract what you think, right? You attract what you feel. Ali?
I'm tired.
Okay, come on. You okay?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
Yeah.
Okay? Did you get scared? I know you're tired, but would you get scared?
No.
So then why'd you come downstairs?
Because I'm tired.
My boss is here.
Just shush.
My boss.